come vibe with the tribe? Won't you come vibe with the tribe? Okay. Won't you come vibe with the tribe? Won't you come vibe with the tribe? It's your favorite cousins podcast. Hey, hey. It's your favorite cousins podcast. Hey, hey. Let's talk about it. Hey, hey. Let's talk about it. Hey, hey. It's your favorite cousins podcast.
First, giving honor to God. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding, because I do. God is the head of my life, so I do want to give reverence to him.
Did you have a little church today?
I did have a little church today.
Me too.
I did too.
What song you was listening to?
I listened to Tasha Cobb's whole concert today.
Really?
I was in concert today.
Oh, I like that.
Cleaning
I be
your
listening
house,
to
I was cleaning and cooking.
TD Jakes be spitting bars too, so I like to catch the TD Jakes on YouTube.
I had church in the car waiting on my rib plate at that food truck.
You had ribs today?
Yeah, it was a food truck.
She ain't even call me, man.
Yeah.
Where you get them ribs from?
Food truck. By the crib. Shout out to Prox Kitchen. That's who it is.
They were straight.
I need to go check them
Where is
out.
that? Oh, by the Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, they straight.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't get no food that time.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh.
I didn't get no
they
food.
straight.
Right.
They are good.
Because I got something sweet from there, remember?
Oh,
But you ain't getting no food.
I got
So
some
you
cake.
judging?
I got some cake from them.
Nah, they was good. Them real.
Judging the dessert, but not the food.
I'm judging that what I had was good. They were straight.
You said straight.
That was good. It was good. Straight
Her
is
good is straight.
Straight is not
Her
bad.
straight is good.
It's straight bad?
Straight is like, it's all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I mean straight. That was good. Like I said.
Oh, boy.
Okay. All right. We're going to get started.
Ready to get started.
You tuned in to your favorite cousins podcast. Okay.
YFC.
This is episode 7. Look at
Lucky
God.
number.
7 is a good number.
It really is.
My name is Becky. That's with 2 I's. Becky's World. Becky with the good hair sometimes. I have a lot of new growth.
Right now.
God is good. I'm going to hit my tribe.
Oh, Becky with the good hair.
All right, and it's your girl Jazz Cannon. You can call me Jazz. You can call me Cannon. I shop in the boys section, but I am a lady.
And be clean too.
This is
Appreciate
Mia, a.k.a. Mia my name. Mama Mia, you already know what's going on. I'm the mama, y'all know that.
Word. This devil golf. You already know what it is. I ain't saying too much.
Okay, we got a special guest in the building tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Bird. I'm a famous nobody,
Okay,
pretty much.
pretty
A
much.
lot of people know me, but I'll be just chilling.
Birdman.
All right,
Okay.
so how's everybody been?
I'm good.
How
It's
was
been a
it?
great, yesterday I had a great day. I burned 800 and something calories.
Yes, how did you do that?
I was about to ask that.
Okay.
Please tell.
So
Details.
I am starting a twerk class. Okay?
Twerk class, what's that?
Twerk class, guys. We are clapping, okay? But now I'm really starting a twerk class to teach people or help people learn how to dance. If you want to dance for your man, if you want to just be able to know how to dance in the club, if you want to just learn how to dance, period. If you want to become an inspiring stripper, I can help you with that. So yesterday,
Let me tell you,
Sis been dancing.
I'm taking a dance class because I want to be able to do right cheek, left cheek, right cheek, left cheek. Right now, it's only right cheek. And I need to know how to do the left cheek.
I got you.
At any
'Cause I got you.
any given time.
I got
You know what
you.
I'm saying? So she's been helping me with that, and I can say it's been really helpful.
One-stop twerk shop.
When-
But now me and Becky was practicing
For
because, you
real.
know, you got to practice what you preach, basically. So we was practicing
So you was
yesterday.
doing the
So
left cheek?
we was full in yesterday.
It was going in.
I know she burned about that many calories too, but I was really,
So
it was going in.
How long is it gonna take for her to get the left cheek down pat?
I'm still
It's
working
about
on.
4 classes that you got to sign up for. It's the basics, then it's like
Yeah,
intermediate,
expert.
Yeah, I don't think people really
advanced.
know that twerking is really an art. Like
it's
really
it's
an
people that
art.
shake their ass and then it's
It's
twerkers.
less
Like
twerk.
it's 2 different things. I appreciate both,
Ha-
but the twerkers are like elite. Like
That's fine.
Yeah.
yeah,
the
And
twerkers
then
are special.
Jazz was telling me about the transition. You
Yeah.
know, people twerk.
it's a little move that twerkers that know how to do that. It goes from like one little move to another little move. Yeah, that's my move right there. I like that move. I like that. I like
She
that.
called
And
it
only
the
certain people,
transition.
yeah.
She called
only-
it the transition.
Yeah, it's like I can't do it, but I know it when I see it. But yeah,
But yeah, I got you though. Just let me know.
Sign up.
Sign up.
definitely.
Hey, when you do the right cheek, do you be laying on your stomach?
No, I be standing up. I lock my
I
legs.
know a lot of
Why
women
you
do that.
not- No,
Lay on their
I
stomach
can
and-
do on my stomach.
Let
I
their
could.
butt jump.
It's okay. It's easy. But standing up, it's like I don't know. It's because I'm left-handed or something. At the left hand, this left side is like it won't move. You know?
Something to think about. But we gonna work on it.
But I signed up for the class.
That's
Good
all
luck.
that
And
matters.
That's all
she's
that
gonna
matters.
get it right,
Good
okay?
luck.
So if
Get it
you
right.
struggle with something, the one-stop shop twerk shop, Mia, Mama Mia.
Mama Mia.
All right. Okay.
Let's
We
get
are
into
gathered
it.
here today to talk about something that we see a lot of people talk about. You know, it's always gender wars when it comes to this, but it shouldn't be. Well, we're going to talk about co-parenting.
And
We're not saying fuck them kids today. We're just saying, hey, let's do it for the kids. Let's
Let's do
get
it for the
together and do
kids.
it right for the kids.
Father's
all right?
Day about to come up.
Father's
baby.
Day is coming up.
We gonna get
So-
bashed.
He's already started. Okay,
Oh,
No, just
Lord.
kidding.
It's gonna be them single mamas. Want they praise?
Oh Lord, that's exactly why we got men and women
Yes.
here. We need a diverse.
I'm talking
right
my
now.
shit.
Oh Lord, I think it's the lights.
Lord have mercy.
Listen,
Nah, I'm vouching for fathers,
Okay.
not them deadbeats.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Real fathers.
real fathers.
Oh yeah, we out here.
We got real, and we got some real fathers in here right now.
He's
Real
on
some real
duty
fathers.
right now. He's on
Right.
duty right
Yeah,
now.
right
okay?
now, like right now,
He's
today.
not playing. They're on
Hey.
tablets chilling.
Mine and they're good.
Yeah,
quiet.
quiet.
He ain't had to discipline them not one time.
one
I ain't
time.
even gonna
Father
lie.
goes. Hashtag father goes.
Okay.
He
Some of
found the
you need
Wi-Fi
those.
code for
He
him. He
must
knew
have gave him
exactly
the
what to
speech
do.
in the car. Like
He don't even
when
have
we
his
get
phone
in
right
here-
now.
For real.
When
Okay.
we get in here, don't say no.
Hey.
Father, that's the parent speech.
My dad didn't really have to
Yeah.
do that. He just had to give me a look because his eyes was always bloodshot red. So he was just always like,
That nigga been-
Man.
and then I'd be like, this nigga's evil. Like, he'll kill me. But, all right, so we're talking about that, but a certain song came to mind, and this song was out a long time ago. I don't know. When did it come out? 11 years ago. Jesus. I want to say I was in high school. I don't know.
11
But
It had to be more than 11 years.
That's
No,
probably
it was
when they
11 years
posted
ago.
it. Yeah.
No. How old are you? 11 years ago, you was what?
don't
She don't want to say her age.
say my age.
That's not right.
Why you ask that question? That's what she's saying in
I'm
her
too high to
head.
even do the math. I'm over here like 25.
How old am I?
That's a track 11.
What year is this?
But am I tripping?
This
That's not
two-
right.
I don't know.
2000.
11 years ago?
I was 18.
Yeah.
In
We
2000?
was in school.
Oh, I was in school.
Okay, so we really didn't
For
pay
real.
attention to the lyrics, right?
Yeah,
So
we didn't.
I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, "Dude, this is how I feel about my baby daddy right now." I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I can relate now that I'm older, and he was really speaking some shit, and we was just over here like, "I am for real." Like what?
Had to tune in with the girl.
We talking about Outkast, Miss Jackson. That's the song we talking about, y'all.
Yes.
So, we are gathered here today to discuss our experiences and kind of give each other some tips on co-parenting, parenting while dating, and
dating people with kids,
How to
all
handle
of
it.
that, whatnot. I definitely want to start with parenting styles. Just us being parents and our age, whatever age that we are at. What do you think your parenting style is? Like, are you like strict? Are you lenient? Are you like a balance of both?
I would say that I'm a balance of both because I feel like in my situation that I'm really a single mother. I have to be both because I feel like some parts I have to play meanie and sometimes I have to be like mommy, like sweet mommy.
Yeah.
So I have to balance it out.
Yeah.
Life definitely taught you that, didn't it?
Life,
Yeah.
definitely. For real, for real.
Jeremy, what would you say?
I don't think I'm strict. I think I live out principles with my kids, but it's different with each one of them. Cause with my oldest son, who I have custody of, I have to be more emotional with him, like show him that motherly side. But I'm still daddy.
So like
so
the
you
same,
the same
like,
as me.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
because if you full time, you have to do that.
You have to play like the
Exactly.
other role.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not normal for most men.
Yeah.
You definitely gotta adapt to the situation for real. You ain't got no choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess that's why everybody be like, you so me. I have to be strict. I have all boys. Like I have to be like rah rah. But then it's like, okay, give mama a hug.
Sometimes they need you to be.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, a balance of both. I would say the type of parent that I am, I feel like me and Layla like kind of grew up together, so it's
Like
like
your little sister.
not little sister, because no, everybody knows I'm not like that with her. I'm your mom, but I'm like so chill that she be like, oh yeah, she is my mom, because I be like, what are you doing? Like I talk to her like an adult, like listen, this is real life. She get real life situation stories all the time. Like I'm gonna beat that into her head. Like, so if you was doing this,
I do that.
you mean to tell me? I want to know exactly how you think. I'm gonna break it down. Like no, come on, we gonna talk about this. Come on.
Yeah.
So I think I'm chill, but at the same time I'm like I crack the whip because I know that she's a black woman, so I gotta be like, nah,
Yeah.
can't slap.
Definitely.
Can't. Especially the way these.
So how
people out
different
here
is
these
like?
kids.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
How different is like y'all parenting skills from like y'all parents and how y'all was raised?
My mom told me I'm not her friend.
Oh.
Period. But I tell them I am their friend because at the end of the day, like y'all need to talk to me. I think I'm the cool parent. The only time I discipline is when they do something they aren't supposed to do. Other than that, though, I call them bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I talk to him like, because I feel like I'm the cool daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to him like bro and,
that's
you know,
kinda
no
like-
cap, kids, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And then with my oldest, like, I have to talk to him. We sit down and have conversations like weekly because it's a different situation. Most people he not used to having his mom around.
Yeah.
Right. And also when you relate to them, like how they relate, listen to their little TikToks or whatever, like and say songs or whatever. I be on TikTok trying to figure out my kids, you know, and I say stuff to them and they be like, Mama, how you know that? So when I do that, it makes them like
More connect,
easier,
yeah.
more like
More comfortable.
Yeah,
being
more comfortable
around.
talking.
exactly.
And being themselves.
Yeah.
I used to hate like growing up, my friends would be like different people in front of their parent. My mom was like the lenient mom. Like I got to come home at like 3 a.m. She'd be like, I'm locking the door at 3 a.m. kind of thing. Like I got it easy. I'm the youngest and I'm her only girl. So I really didn't want to take advantage of that, but at the same time, my upbringing was just like chill. I could come to her and be like, "This is what's going on," you know. She did like discipline us, but she wasn't like, you know, my dad. I'm the youngest, so he's old. He tired. Like, do what you want to do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So with my kid, I think I'm a mix of both with both styles from my parents, but I want to be more strict.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna have to be in a few years because homegirl about to be in middle school, high school and all that good stuff. So
Yeah,
she's gonna
feeling
think I'm one of her
herself.
little friends. I'm just kidding. Cause I remember when I thought I was one of my mom's little friends. Like what? And then you got checked. You know.
I ain't your little friend.
Right. My mama used to basically be strict, like really strict, and we'd start connecting and talking before she passed away, but she was like more strict because I guess she used to tell me. I remember her telling me all the time, "I just don't want you to make the same mistakes I did." I know we hear that all the time. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did, but it's like we still gotta go through those mistakes to get to know exactly what's going on. Like, so I'm gonna allow my kids to be like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what's going on, but you gonna make these mistakes. Okay, you just got to suffer and deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like I'm a strict parent because shoot, I got my ass towed up. But I knew what I was doing, so I deserved them whoopings. But it's like nah, like I'm gonna tell you what my son did 2 days ago. Like so, we still in the potty training phase. Like dang, it's hard. But look, so I got him a phone and I got him a alarm. Let's get him up at like 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. He'll get up, turn the alarm off, and go back to sleep, right? Right? So one day, the 2 days ago, until I had woke up, I said, "You went to the bathroom, you in the bed?" He said, "Nah, I did good, Dad." Hey, so he went and took a shower, took the drawers downstairs and put it in a washing machine, and then came up here like ain't nothing happened. Like I wasn't about to go to the washing machine. Peed all in his drawers, and it told me a lot. So I feel like I gotta be strict on it because he 5 years old doing that.
He thinking of plans.
So I gotta be strict. Like if
That's
he
your son.
if he'll finesse me, he gonna finesse somebody else. I
Don't you hate when they
He
try to
being
finesse
you.
you?
I know.
He probably being you.
I know, but still.
Don't you hate when kids try to finesse you though? It's like, bro,
And they
I'm
be-
smarter than you.
I did
But
that.
Listen,
they
I
be
just
working though
told
sometimes.
I just told Carson that he tried to. I be like, man, listen, I've been in your shoes. I'm your daddy. I'm smarter than you. Don't try to fool me.
Man, it's crazy because whatever you teach them, they gonna take it to another level. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you see yourself in your kids?
oh yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, huh?
what?
It's crazy
Yeah.
because it's like with my kid, she be trying to have the last word, and I remember trying to have the last word with my mom. Like, okay,
That's insane.
okay, like you know, and I be like, dude, I will pluck like this is real. The thump.
That is definitely my middle child.
Like, why are you trying to last word me? I'm the last word queen. What did you say?
They low key be getting you though.
For real.
These kids got mouths.
For real.
Carson like the last word. He's sarcastic, and he think he's smarter than everybody in his class in general. And then Jaden, he's arrogant. So yeah, I see both of them in me
Oh,
all
okay.
the way, no doubt.
Arrogant.
Yeah.
But I'm
He
gonna
been
tell
a
you,
mirror.
that's
Okay.
crazy. That's so when you see that, so how that make you feel about how you need to move? You see that in them, and something that you might need to work on as well. How do you teach them that?
We have sit downs, and I try to explain them like how I grew up or what I do or what I know, and I be trying to prevent them from being the way I was.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard though, man.
It's
It's
really
so hard because
Especially
they,
when you working on yourself at the same time.
Exactly.
they looking at it like you don't know what you talking about, and they'll listen to somebody else before they listen to their own parents. Sometimes they'll listen to their best friend real quick,
Yeah.
and they be like, "Bro, I just told you this, but you gonna listen to him instead of listening to me. I'm not gonna steer you wrong." But it's a process, man. It's a process.
Then you got to think that's the same thing your parents were telling you.
Yeah.
You have to
They
learn your own way.
was.
Yeah.
And I be like,
Don't do that.
Hold on,
I'm
you
like,
just-
dang, I should have never did it. She said it too.
You know how you be in those situations that your parents be warning you about, and you be like, "Dang, my mama did tell me they was not."
I don't
my
even
real
want to
friends."
call.
For
And you don't even want to go back and tell her that because you know your mama gonna be like, "Didn't I tell you they was not your real
Hey,
friends?"
you have a flashback like that's so Raven did.
Yeah,
right?
right. In that moment that your mama said it was gonna happen, you be like, "Dang, she
I be
told."
trying to teach my kids because they be
told.
playing Fortnite and they be in the party. And
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
be
and I be like, "Who you
talking-
playing
they
with?"
be
He be like,
cussing it
"Oh,
out.
They be going
he'll say my
ham.
friend. What's their name? Where
Right.
they from? He can't tell me nothing. They not your friend. Then
Nah.
I'm trying to teach you
Your
this now.
associates, they just people on the internet.
Yeah, that's all they is.
Man,
They be grown men playing with them kids.
Facts.
Dad, can I get some V-Bucks?
Oh
Ow.
man.
Not V-Bucks. I'm sick of them things.
Robux.
I'm sick of that too.
All that
I'm sick of it.
Sick of it.
Slime.
Take
Don't,
the whole game.
Listen, don't ever buy my kids slime, okay? I'm not playing.
I
I won't buy your kids slime.
I bought some.
I will not buy your kids slime. Don't buy my kids slime. That is a PSA. Thank you. No slime.
Got it.
Slime free house.
And they love they making slime now. All they need is some glue.
I just scraped up slime from like a year ago, okay, in her closet. So please.
I don't think mine in the slime. Thank God.
All right. Okay, so now that all of us, we've said we do have kids. Jazz does not have any children, but she does date people that have children. When you guys first had your children or your child or whatever, did you feel like you were gonna be with their mom or their dad forever? Was that like, this is forever?
This is forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
That's what he was saying in the song.
Right.
With my oldest son, no. With my youngest son, yeah, because we dated, we lived together, all that.
Same.
It just didn't work out.
Same.
It just didn't work out.
Okay. So when you guys went your separate ways, what was the situation? How did you guys both take responsibility or have responsibilities? Or was it like did you guys talk about it, or was it just like, did you have to fight for, for that privilege or whatever? Like what
I
happened?
hate those cases.
With Carson, it was we came to a mutual understanding, cause it was way before he was born. We went together, but with Jaden, it was bad. It was bad from the jump. Well, once he got born, it was bad.
It was like baby mama.
Yeah, cause she didn't give me my last name, and I was pissed.
That's a big deal.
Cause I asked her, I was like, basically like, tell me how your father would feel if your mama didn't give you his last name. Like, I'm gonna be there, so he should get my last name. Or
Did
whatever.
you change it?
Yeah, I got it changed last year.
Okay.
I done went through a lot with these two knuckleheads, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah. But what's your last name, Jay? Damn. Right.
Bird. Okay. And he said it.
Oh
and
yeah, he
said
been wanting
proud,
it.
too.
He been wanting it.
He said it.
Been wanting it.
Bird.
With the he wanted that on the back of the jersey. That's what he wanted.
Yeah, he had. Listen, it was so crazy because he hooped, and they asked him what the name he wanted. He put L, which was Lee was his last name at one point, but it was L. Then Bird because he wanted both names.
Okay.
But everybody just called him Lil Bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like that, then?
Love
Okay.
it. Love it. You hear me?
Okay.
Devin, what about you?
I done forgot the question. Sitting here listening to him for real. Like, dang, bro, I feel you, dog. Like, I ain't know nobody was relatable to that. Like, for real, I remember those days, bro. But now, like,
When you had your son, were you thinking that you and his mother were gonna be together forever?
shoot, during the time it was, I ain't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, it just happened. But we was together for a couple of years, but I was that type of person, like, man, I was out here cheating. I was doing all kind of stuff.
You weren't
and
ready?
then, yeah, I wasn't ready. Like, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? But she was the type of woman that a man needed to change for. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, God gifted me with a mother like her, but we just don't deal with each other on that level. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I needed her, but I wasn't man enough to have her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Ooh,
like,
hold on.
That takes.
You gotta admit that, my boy.
Message.
Yeah, it's different,
Can
man.
y'all say that? Can people just own up to their faults?
Yeah.
It's real.
That's
Me and
real.
Mia was talking about how just as women, when you're going through that whole pregnancy stage, you realize a lot about guys because it changes you physically and mentally because you're
Right.
preparing for life. You know, you got to
Yeah.
take care of a whole nother human being, and of course, I didn't take into fact that it also changes the guys as well. You know, they're
Yeah.
also putting the same type of position, the same type of, responsibilities hanging over their head. And I think that's where, like, the disconnect happens. Like, for me personally, it was like, you get pregnant, everything's good. And then, like, the further along you start to realize, like, who is this nigga? Like, who does this nigga think he is? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff happened in that time period, and especially for people that, you know, are not in a relationship, I would imagine that it would be real baby mama, baby daddy-ish when the baby gets here, you know? And we don't take into fact that some people are, you know, in relationships and they think they're going to be together forever, and then something happens 2 or 3 years in and they're never together forever, you know. And there's some people that things happen, they just happen to, work it out, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think that I would be with my kid's dad for a long time. Early on, you know what I mean? But I stayed in that situation for 5 years, you know? And a lot of people do those type of things, you know, like stay in a bad situation thinking that we're giving our child some, like, image of a family, a good family, you know what I mean?
Also thinking that somebody else is going to change.
That too. Or just, like, being afraid to get out of your comfort zone because this is what you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people are probably in that comfort zone and probably want to get out, but this is all I know. Just the fact that I remember I didn't want to be like, oh, you know, who gonna date me with a kid? You know what I'm saying? Like,
me with 3.
Dudes
okay?
don't care.
Me with
Listen,
3.
Anybody listening to this, they don't care.
No,
they don't.
If
you have 6 kids.
Well, some people
don't care.
Do.
So
Shit,
it's
I
like,
do. You got 6 kids.
But no, I was gonna say something about being out of your comfort zone, because at one point, like me, we living together, me and my baby father living together, and then it's like, dang, I'm about to get my own place. How am I gonna pay for all these bills? But let me tell you, I'm a believer. I'm doing it. So just anybody that's in that situation, if you feel like you can't get out because you feel like you can't handle the bills, trust God. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I would rather my kids see me happy and healthy and thriving than to be in a bad situation to make her, you know, because they feel that, like, kids know, you know what I mean?
They do.
They really do.
And then once they get older and they start telling you stories about stuff that they remember from when they was little, I'll be like, what? That didn't happen.
Oh, Jesus.
You remember when you threw that knife?
Y'all
and
was
then
fighting?
Y'all like arguing?
What?
No, that made me mad because Shamar really came up to me talking about some. You remember when y'all was in there arguing? I'm like, that was 2 years ago. But he don't be remember our beach trip. Boy, get out my face.
Or that I said to pick this stuff up off the floor.
Yeah.
Or to clean up the dining room table every day.
But you remember that
Arguing.
I was cussing the police out. Oh, okay. You love to tell that story.
Yeah, but you can't remember go to the bathroom before you go to bed.
Right. But remember TikTok dances.
Right, exactly. we just got to start making these parent things into a TikTok. You know what
For
I'm saying?
real, they do
Clean
that.
up every day.
You
A
kids.
song.
Okay.
Like, do something.
Did you put lotion on? Did you
Brush your teeth
Did
when
you
you
brush
first
your
wake
teeth?
up?
Like, when I was a kid, I wanted to do stuff just so I can be able to do stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to clean up.
We
and-
cleaned up before we asked could we go somewhere.
Kids don't
Period.
know.
We cleaned up like, all right, Mama, can you take us to Mr. Gaddy's? Is the bathroom clean? Yep. Kitchen clean? Yep.
What?
Everything.
Kids don't want to go nowhere. They just computers,
Phones.
game systems.
Yeah.
That's it. My kid got bikes. What's that? Hoverboard.
Layla
Everything.
has an electric
They
scooter.
rarely go
It gets-
outside.
It gets up.
I got tired of going to dang what's
Big
that?
Al.
Big Al. I just bought a trampoline.
Hey,
That job too high
We're
anyway.
not about to keep-
It's getting out of
we're not
pocket
about to keep
now.
going up there.
$30.
hey,
for
but that's a good
kid.
idea. That's a good idea.
I got a trampoline.
Man, get that trampoline.
And they don't
Go
even
ahead,
get
then.
on it.
Yeah, get that trampoline.
He like,
And they don't even get on it.
we getting a trampoline.
Every day we out there jumping every day.
Big Al.
You know how you can't never promise your kid nothing else. You cannot promise them, like, or tell them
They
like,
gonna
this is
remember.
gonna
Remember that.
happen.
You mean?
I remember that.
It's like they write it
They
down
gonna
and
know.
be like, here you go.
So when we going to the beach?
on this
How
Don't
many
promise them
days?
no
Yo,
money.
listen. I
Don't
told my
promise them
kid.
money.
I told
They
my
on
kid
your
we was gonna go
head.
swimming.
Oh yeah.
Them fools woke me up yesterday at 9 a.m. Daddy, we still going to the pool?
I seen my nephew
Bruh,
running nigga
yeah,
down
in
for
about
his
3
money.
hours.
You be tired as a fool too, like damn. Real.
I seen my nephew run a nigga down about some money.
What?
That's crazy.
$5? He will buy. He
That's
will get.
crazy.
He has a lot of money. Like
Yeah,
My
my
nephew asked
son
for this
is
nigga
really
number.
a
He said, "What's
hustler.
that nigga name?"
He said, my mom, call him because he said you was gonna give me $5 if I made this shot. And like he'll come up to somebody quick and be like, I bet you.
Yeah.
He already
he
in
got a
gambling.
gambling problem. That's what it sounds like. All right, so I want to know what is when you're dating somebody with children, what is the max that they have? Take into consideration how many children you guys have. So Bird, go. I'm sorry, guys. His name's
2.
Bird. 2.
I just want to be even.
Even.
I got 2.
4 is good.
4 is good.
All
You got
can fit
your
in
2,
one
I
car.
got my 2.
Yeah, it's not too
It can
bad.
all fit in one car.
The end.
Jazz, what's your max?
2 is good.
2? Okay.
Look, as long as they can have more kids, yeah, 2 is cool to start off with.
That's no
Long
more-
as like the situation's good.
the situation has to be good.
Yeah, like no drama,
Mia?
Yeah, we waiting on you.
I played the fifth.
Nah, hell nah.
She's basically saying she's not going to speak on that.
I'm not gonna speak
I got
on
a
it.
question though, because when y'all say that, so what if they have a lot of kids, but they take care of their kids? Like,
Yeah.
like it ain't no.
Dudes be having
they
like
don't
9
need you
kids.
to. Yeah.
I get-
And they take care of all. I'm just thinking.
If I gotta be stepmama, let me just shut up because I plead the fifth. Never mind, y'all go ahead.
Let's think
I ain't
legally
doing it.
though, because if you get married, when
Those
it
are
come to
kids.
filing taxes and stuff, and I'm just thinking about like I hope that child support does not affect me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things to factor in that if a person has a lot of children and whatnot. But yeah, I would hope that if somebody is out here with a lot of kids, they're taking care of them.
But it ain't.
So you would, you don't care.
No, my limit is 2.
So you riding the boat with me?
So
Y'all
2.
all said 2.
because that's an average number out here
Right.
in our age range.
In these
Okay,
streets.
so the average person that has like 2 to 3 kids,
But I
people
don't-
look at me strange because I just have 1, and I'm like, that's it. I learned. I mean, hey.
And it's rare that it's just 2 and there's nothing like attached to it, like drama, like other stuff you have to deal with that comes with the kids.
It definitely gotta be a mature situation.
Yeah.
Devin, what did you say?
See, when you said I wasn't about to say nothing, you asked me a question.
Well, she want to know everybody, but won't tell nobody nothing.
Don't tell nobody nothing. I plead the fifth.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. But nah, I say
Right, me too.
just match me. I got 1, so
Just 1.
yeah, she can have 1 too.
Okay.
Well, I speak on it. I say about 3, 4.
3, 4.
Yeah.
So
Think about it though. She
Well,
got. She
I
got.
got
Think about
3.
it.
Her
Yeah, think
chest.
about it. She got 3.
Honestly, really 3 because I'm thinking about my car if we're going on a family vacation. So like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 3.
I love how we all are thinking in the future too. Like
Because
that's a lot of taking all these people out to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's think about that, okay?
It
Let's
ain't-
think
you
about
ain't
buying
gotta be in
school
one
clothes.
car.
Let's think about buying school clothes.
And then y'all relate too. If they got 3 or
If
4,
I got a 3 and 3, then I can fit all of mine in
Yeah.
one car.
what y'all can
'Cause I got a
relate to.
Jeep.
But you don't have to take 1 car. You could take 2. It's okay.
We could.
It's okay. I
So
hope they got a car.
basically,
Yeah.
You would date somebody with 3 or 4 kids.
No, 2. I just said that.
He
2.
said 2.
That's it.
Y'all.
The end.
Well, Devin said 1.
Yeah, and can't be no higher than that. I don't know. It really just
Somebody
depends
might
on the
come change
situation.
your
though.
life.
That's
boy,
what I'm
you
saying.
don't
Like,
know.
it gotta be.
What if she was a millionaire?
Well, I'm saying
And she had 6 kids.
It gotta be a mature situation. Like
And she was
they
mature.
already got they should be good.
Listen. If somebody was a millionaire and we just happen to be dating, he has 8 kids. He got 8 kids. Okay, we have 9 kids. we have 9 children, beautiful children.
We have.
Life is great.
See, it's about the money. Look,
It's
it's
not
about the money.
That's what I'm saying. So
It's not the money, but we thinking about money when it comes to right now where we at right now with
for
children.
real.
So if money is not in a factor, let's have a bunch of kids. Come on, I understand rich people having 12 kids.
Yeah, but everybody ain't got $1 million.
We might.
Exactly.
We
So
try-
so
we
if he
trying.
didn't have $1 million and he had 8 kids, but he took care of all of them, you'll still date him?
No. She said
It
2.
depends
See what I'm saying?
on
That's why it's about the money.
He might.
see
He
how
got
the
more.
money
He might
doing.
got parenting tips for you. He might can help you. You got 8 kids that he gotta. You know, he might could be helping.
See, I know women that got multiple kids and take care of all of them.
Yeah.
Or 3, 4, 5.
I got 3.
Don't mean I want to date them though. It's just my preference that I prefer a woman with 2.
I support that.
Okay.
So how are y'all? Since y'all got kids, how are y'all with dating people? Like, how do y'all go about that with y'all kids? How quick are y'all to like introduce them?
Oh, it take a minute.
Oh no, yeah.
What's a minute?
At least
Months.
6.
I'm 6.
What makes you want to introduce them to someone? Like, what is the thing that makes y'all be like, I think it's
It's time.
for them to meet my child. Do you be nervous? Cause my kid is like weird, so I be thinking like Layla.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Women love my kids because they're very mannerable. They don't bother you. They don't even bother me. Like my kids won't even come wake me up if they hungry.
They gonna fix it themselves.
They'll fix it themselves. But if they couldn't, they'll just wait. Like literally wait. Carson or Jaden would text me and be like, "Dad, we hungry when you wake up."
My kid
Oh,
will
that's so
be standing over me while I'm asleep, like just waiting for me, my eye to open, and be like, "Mom," and I'll be like, "Girl, what?"
So women, they tend to catch feelings for them really fast.
They
And,
cute.
Yeah, but they're very mannerable. Like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am,
Aw.
yes, sir, no, sir, open the doors, all that.
So they fall in love with your kids, not you.
Huh? You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
And
for
so
real.
that's why you don't be wanting people to meet them.
That's why he
I'm
said. That's why
like,
he
shit,
said
I might not even be
6.
with you.
That's why he said
They be
6
trying
months.
to get girls.
Oh,
Be
my
trying.
kids will be
People be trying to
attached to you
get in
too
good
fast.
with the kids. Like if the kids like me, then you know what I'm saying.
He don't like me.
Yeah, I don't play that.
It's him for me.
Word, I don't play that. I'm about to meet my little man. That's just a different type of expectation. You see what I'm saying? Like if I let you meet my child, that mean I gotta be like it's kind of like a commitment with you, cause that's just
They gonna be
Yeah.
asking.
yeah.
That means we're gonna be more than just friends or
Yeah.
dating. We're gonna be gonna
Yeah.
be together.
Yeah, I don't play around with that.
Have it ever happened like on a mistake? Like
They actually, yeah. But my kid is like in her own. Like at the time, she's like in her own world. She wasn't like she wasn't like no. And how I'm saying it was like she's in a car, type thing, and we see this person that I'm dating. She only knows it's like this is an acquaintance, So
Yeah.
it wasn't like she was like boyfriend. You know what I mean? Nigga. Like,
I had
what is this? She
I had
wasn't
to
like that.
explain my
My mama had a
kids
guy in the
that
car.
I had to explain to them that it's okay to have
Platonic.
male and female friends. So if they happen to meet somebody on a mistake, it's like that's my friend. That's my friend. If I'm dating them, then it's a different situation. But I tell them like that's my friend. I'm like, do you got girlfriends, like friend girls at school that you don't like? They say yes. So I'm like that,
That
Or
is-
I tell them they here fixing the air conditioner.
The pipes.
He laying some wood.
Again.
But your kids is the type of kids that be like, I'll come over and like, yeah, this dude was over here laying the pipes. My mama said he was laying the pipes, so I guess that's what he do. But
I'll be hot. My son told me. I'll be hot, boy.
some dude was over there.
What's that? Y'all remember that video where they're wrestling? Daddy, they was over there wrestling.
Yeah.
The little animated one.
That's funny.
They be in there wrestling.
For real.
I was just gonna say, like, if you could like choose who your baby daddy or your baby mama was, like, what 3 qualities would y'all look for in that person? Like
Height.
3.
Height. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Look,
Not joking. She not joking.
If I had a boy, more so like with sports, I would take that into consideration. You don't really think about that when you're dating young. If I was to tell my younger self, I'd be like, you might want to go a little bit taller.
Damn, Becky.
I'm joking.
I'm crying, and inside I'm laughing so hard.
I wish I was a little bit
I
taller.
really did think I was gonna have a boy until I went into they, did the ultrasound. And I thought I had found out I was having a girl, and I was like, all right, it's gonna work out.
You know what's
But
crazy? That's
I hate
crazy
her so
'cause
much.
I'm
over.
sorry.
I was like, I need to get me a tall girl. Try to change the whole genetics
Thank
up.
you, because it can happen. It
Hey,
can happen.
I told my youngest son, I told his mom, and I was like, damn, man, you could have been about 5'6", but Jaden probably would have been about 6'2", because he projected to be 5'11", my height.
So
I'm
y'all
like,
saying
damn.
height? Okay.
No, I was
Nah,
joking.
it don't-
about
I
that.
don't-
I was
oh,
joking.
okay.
But
I didn't
that
say
is
height.
something that you want to keep in mind.
Yeah.
If you want an
Genetics.
athlete, definitely.
Genetics.
I tell you that now. You want an
If
athlete?
you want genetics, if you're thinking about
Get a tall
stuff,
girl.
Think about that.
You trying to
Great
breed? Find your.
Feel me?
Find the
Not breed.
Yeah.
People are breeding now.
Like, we
People
some
are
damn
literally
dogs.
just getting.
Yeah, I want a tall one, light skin, pretty hair.
Human
Yeah,
breeders.
I want them blue
Oh,
black.
that's your 3 qualities?
No.
I know that ain't your 3
I want
qualities.
them
I'm
blue
just saying.
black. Chocolate.
I honestly don't know what qualities. She got to be fine.
Ooh.
Not saying
She gotta be real fine.
Inside and out.
yes.
She wasn't thinking inside
No,
out.
he was just thinking about the booty.
I'm not a booty man.
Oh,
But
no.
no, I'm not. But I would want a more active woman in sports, especially with my youngest son. Cause
Okay.
AAU coming up and all these tournaments and stuff. And if I can't make it, I would hope that she could, but she not. So, but anyway, but I can't think of a third one though.
They don't have to be an athlete just to go to games and support, see the kids.
I'm just talking about with my son.
What about the qualities that I would look for also would be like their family, like if their family's big and what their relationship is with their family, because that plays such a major role. Like
For real, when you need help. too.
I know this is shout out to Layla's other family on her daddy's side. They are like troopers for her, and that's good because I personally I don't have my mother here, so his mom is her grandma. I also have my stepmom who is her grandmother as well, but that I thought about that when I was pregnant with her. Like, oh man, I hope the family is a family towards my child. So I think that's a big
That's good. That's a
thing
good
to
quality.
think about.
Definitely is.
That's a
it
good
definitely
quality.
is. Yeah.
Great quality, actually.
Yeah.
Devin, Jazz.
Well, that was kind. Oh,
No, go ahead. You good.
that was kind of the same as mine on like how they was raised. Were they raised on love or like survival? Because I dated some people they wasn't raised how I raised, so I could see like, nah, this ain't gonna work. You're not gonna be able to raise a child how I would want to raise a child.
Yeah.
Stuff like
That that can also be like just like how they interact with their parents as well. When you look at somebody like that's like, oh, I don't really fool my mom or my dad, in whatever circumstances is, whatever circumstances, but that also plays a part in how they parent and how they view like, raising. Some people can take a bad situation and turn it good, and some people can just repeat the same patterns as their parents, so you can't have somebody that was probably raised on survival and then they're like, I want to raise my kid on love. Like, I want to, love my child and hug on them and show them affection and things like that.
Definitely.
I definitely would say that I would if I was to choose, I would want somebody who's understanding and kind of have the same mindset that I have as far as like having children, taking care of children. Because a lot of people don't have the same mindset.
What mindset is that?
I feel like if you have a child, you're supposed to be there no matter
Unconditional.
what. Like unconditional love. Like even if we're not together, it should be like I'm calling this person. I'm calling if my child. If I was the guy, let me just put myself in a man's shoes right now. If I was the guy and my child lived with his mom, I definitely would be like, oh, I'll pick him up from school this day. I'll do this that day. I'll do this that day. You know, I would be there 100%. And I'm saying like, it should be 100% both ways. Yeah. Not 50%, 50%, or 90%, 10%. It should be 100.
Let me.
Yes. Well, I go deep into that when y'all start talking about like child support and stuff.
Yeah, we is because you see it on the paper.
Yes, I do.
Let me say
wait.
this. Even with me and my child's father situation, we split her down the middle. Like he gets her 7 days, I get her 7 days, just like that, right?
Monthly?
Weekly.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
yeah.
7.
Yeah, and we've done that since she was 5.
That's love.
Right?
That's love.
But even with that situation, I feel like I'm doing 100%. He feels like he's doing 100%, but we both feel like we're doing more than each other. You know what I mean?
That's good.
So it's good for our child, but as far as like how we communicate and how we deal with each other, it's irritating.
It's competition.
Okay? Like it's just a lot of like it's like petty wars, you know what I mean? And it don't even have to be like that. Not to say that I'm over here being petty or anything, but
y'all tolerate each other more.
We tolerate each other for her sake. Side note, this is what Layla said to me today in the store. We switch off at school, you know. I pick her up from school on my weeks. He picks her up from school on his weeks. But in the summertime, we used to have a meeting spot. So we used to have a meeting spot, and Layla was like, "Oh, I used to hate that meeting spot." And I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Cause y'all always used to yell at each other every time y'all got to the meeting spot." I was like, "Dang, you remember that?" Tell them my business. But even with us doing all that we do, both of us, you know, take care of her on our own terms when she's with us. Literally, Layla lives 2 different lives. Like, they don't interact at all, okay? Her life over here is with me, and of course, I'm like, we live over here, okay?
It's like a
she got her dad's life over there, you know. No, he's like a military dad. You know what I mean? They go to bed at a certain time. They wake up at a certain time. He's that type of dad. And he literally, I've heard him say he's a military dad. Has he been in the military?
Damn.
All right. So we do that.
Was his dad in the military? Was his parents in the military?
No.
We do that. And we co-parent. We've been doing that since she's 5. You know
Major
what I mean?
He watched that movie?
What,
said,
boy?
yeah.
What? Boy?
Straight major pain. Pain in my ass.
Major.
You know, I just story of my life.
But it was like shots.
That's hilarious.
Story of my life.
Pew, pew.
People be like, and she has a brother, and you know, me and his mom, we share the same story sometimes, but that plays a major part too. Like if your baby daddy or child's mother has other children with, you know, somebody else, and you want them to have a sibling relationship, you know, that's hard for a lot of people as well. Like,
It's really hard because every other girls don't think like you do, and it's like you be trying, but
in the beginning it wasn't like that because you know, when like certain situations happen, like you still messing with everybody at the same time, you know, so confusion happens and we automatically turn against each other.
Exactly.
Instead of being like, this nigga's the culprit. Like, he's the one.
He's the problem.
He's the one.
Monkey
you know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
middle.
So once we realized, we had a conversation and we realized, like, nah, like, this nigga said this, or he said this, and he's lying. We became cool and realized, like, they're close. Like, her and her brother are very close. Mm-hmm. And I would never try to, my own, you know, whatever I would feel. Like, I don't even know what I would feel towards her. Like, what would I feel towards you? Like, nothing but like, you know, we going through the same thing. We're dealing with the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Telling me this, and telling me that.
So when we deal with those things, we can relate in a lot of ways, but we also help each other out. So shout out to her.
Shout out to
She
you, girl.
really
I know
does
you
help me
are.
out for real. We became our own family. Like we built our own thing, you know. And I admire Mia because Mia does all of this by herself.
Period.
And she's built her own family. Like we all come together. Although she does a lot, like
I'm gone. But I take care of my kids.
when I tell
24.
you, homegirl is like on it. I be like, how did you? She prepares for parties months in advance for her children.
She is packed.
She'll set it up a week in advance. The garage was set up for a week. Okay, I'm not kidding you. You know. So
Halloween decorations already in the
already
closet.
in the closet.
Halloween.
That's dope, though.
After my birthday.
I
That's
do
super dope.
It is.
You know what I
That's
mean?
dope.
Like,
Because I don't want to be the type of person that be like I hate last minute for one, and I hate looking for decorations last minute. Like I hate that, and then I hate like not being. I want to be overly prepared because if you have any type of miss up, like okay, I can fix this real quick because I ain't got to decorate. I already did that.
yeah. How do you guys feel about
Is we going there?
child support? Wait, but let me just say this before we get into child support. This is a question for Devin and Bird. What makes a baby mama bitter? I would like to know what is a
that's
bitter
a
baby
good-
mama. What is a definition so that I can understand when someone tries to call anyone that?
You want to go or you want me to go? I feel like a bitter baby mama does not want the baby daddy to live his life like he wants to live, even though he's taking care of their child. So if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing when it comes to whatever, clothes, shoes, insurance, all this.
Period.
If I'm doing this, I should be able to live my life however I want.
Exactly.
But they do not want you to live your life like that. You going on trips and you doing. Why does it matter if my son or my daughter is taken care of?
So wait,
Bitter baby.
you
Baby mama
living
and
your
bitter
life
mama
in
and baby
any
daddy.
Yeah,
way,
baby daddy too.
they have some. They come to you and say like, what? Like you can't live your life the way that like.
I ain't saying they can't say it. I'm saying they don't want you to. They're mad that you went on a trip.
So do they?
Yeah.
What do they do something like petty? You know what I mean? Like what do they do?
That's what-
Yeah, they don't do
that's what
something
bitter
petty
baby
way.
mamas is.
All of a sudden, you can't see your child this weekend or that weekend or et cetera. Like, for instance, if I know I'm going to miss my son, like say if I'm going to go out of town on the weekend that I supposed to get my son, I'm the type of father, I'm going to double up. So I'm going to get him 2 weeks in advance, 2 weeks in a row, or 2 weeks after I come back. They don't want to compromise. Because
Or
I'm
find
going
your
out
own
of town.
babysitter.
And I could really just, you know what I'm saying, take him to my mom. Cause my mom, shout out to my mom. She's the greatest grandma ever.
Shout out to mom, dude.
Or whatever. And
Shout out
she'll
to
keep
Mama
my
Bird.
kids. She don't even want me to be around when she got them or whatever. But I don't have that. Well, they're too worried about what I got going on.
So that would classify somebody as a bitter baby mom.
Definitely.
Or baby
Alright.
daddies.
Definitely.
Or
Because
baby
I want
daddy.
Yeah.
I want my baby mama to live their best life.
Yeah.
If you text
same
me and
thing.
hit me and say, is you free this weekend? I know it ain't your weekend, but I'm going out of town. Shit, bet. I pick him up. I ain't got no problem.
Yeah.
I want my other son to live with me. Not saying he will, but I would love it to happen. So if you going out of town, I don't care. Go ahead. Bye.
Exactly.
And you just let me know when you're coming back.
Okay.
But it's hard for girls to understand
It's
it.
hard for women to understand that,
It's
especially when
not
they
only-
still.
It's not only
But a lot of it
women,
deals with
men.
when they still want to be with you. Or they
That's-
still
and
love
that's
you.
what it is.
And that's
Yeah.
what it be.
Okay. Okay. So does it? Do guys feel like they play a part in that she still wants to be with me type thing? Like, are y'all still making her feel like maybe
No.
one day,
No.
or y'all just cut it off cold turkey?
No.
I remember back in the day, when I was the one messing up, I used to go get haircuts. Every time I get my love, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I was still emotionally involved with her. But you
Y'all
really got
heard it.
like, for
Hey,
real, but
he said
listen
he got
though.
the haircut
He got
before.
the
That's
fresh
for real.
cut before he picked him up.
She ain't even looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I did you that bad. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, I just think about the growth. Like, she like
Thank God
like I
for
said, like the growth is like you just gotta really have an open line of communication. Understand, you gotta let that woman live. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't got nothing to do with you. That child to end it, because if you focus too much on what that happened, you ain't even living your own life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like
So are you saying? Well, have y'all ever had? Have y'all ever had any bitter homeboys?
Have
Bitter
y'all heard, like,
homeboys.
have you
Bitter
heard
Like
your
black
homeboys
men
being
bitter.
bitter
Yeah.
towards their baby mama?
definitely,
It's out here.
definitely. I mean that's
Not
kind of
on my
like
end.
when you look at
He
social
got you for
media.
his homeboys.
Yeah, like when you really look at social
Okay.
media
It's a
for
good-
what it
it's
is,
a
you
good
will
way,
see
man.
like what people don't care what they put on social media no more. Like they will bash somebody, your baby daddy, and you like, dang, they out here doing that. But in reality, they might be really like trying to make something work. So it's like a bad connotation on social media. So it's like it's just crazy.
So I would
And
say,
the opposite of that are people who
Yeah.
put on Facebook.
And it's
and they really not being.
Yeah, I know a lot of them.
Social
Cap.
media.
A lot of
man.
them.
it's called
Yeah.
cap.
Stealing pictures
Yeah, still into
and
it.
posting, resharing pictures,
Yeah. Exactly.
all that. So every picture I ever posted of my kids probably was one I took and they was with me. More like 95%. Like
I'm
honestly,
laughing because that's like I just had a whole flashback. That's so Raven again, y'all.
like
Because honestly, I don't really care because everybody know my situation. I'm just gonna give it to you straight. With my situation, I've had cases where people who watch my kids or I had my kids, the other side have took pictures with them like, yeah, I had them, or bring them by, oh yeah, I had them for 2 seconds. Took a picture and like they had them and make it seem like it. Cap.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, like bitter, it's bitter dudes too. It's bitter families.
oh, I believe it. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
for real.
Definitely.
They
definitely.
don't. They do not want you to live.
Definitely.
But I say to you, bitter people, y'all better get God in your life. Put him head, cause I ain't. Cause I can't.
It ain't worth it.
For real, people forget
For
the
real.
big picture is like once y'all conceiving about to have a child, it's
It's
just about the
it's
child.
about
It's
the
not about
child.
y'all
Yes,
individually
sir.
on how y'all feel. Like if y'all don't work, it's okay. The child is still here. The child
Yeah.
still needs y'all.
Listen,
I'ma still
I
take care of him.
probably cross my baby daddy once a year. Maybe I might see him. We live in the same town. I don't see him. He don't see me. But listen, when it comes to him dating or me dating, I remember him calling me and asking me, like, was it cool if somebody was, moved in with... Yes. We've all learned, including my child, he's just a nicer person
It's easier.
when he's in a relationship.
My son
okay?
mom did that.
Please.
She called you and told
She
you.
texted me and asked me if I had if I knew somebody and how would I feel about her talking to him.
That's
Bro,
respect.
I don't give a damn. No, it ain't,
I
I
mean,
don't
it's
give a damn.
respect,
But,
but-
I see if it was somebody I'm really tight with or I knew.
But my thing is, I say
Would
it's
that not
respect
be a
because
go?
you don't want your kids
didn't
to be
care.
around any and everybody.
Fact. And see,
But- so
I
that's why
I
I
had
said
that
respect.
conversation. I said, I know who he is, so let's just make sure my son
Yeah. That's
Ain't-
the only reason
ain't-
I said respect. When if,
ain't
if
going
somebody
nowhere
is,
with him.
is around them and they're a crackhead.
because I know what he do.
No,
But
you're
if you,
not,
when
no.
you think about
know
it,
what he
that
do.
goes, that
No,
goes to the
and
certain
no.
qualities to look for in a person when you're dating, or if you're, trying to be in a situation like this with someone, is if I trust that even all that we've gone through, that he would not have nobody crazy around his kid. Like just how Devin is like, oh, ain't nobody meeting my kid. Like that's how he would be with his child. You know what I'm saying? So I trust that he don't play that about his kid.
Period.
So I don't have to worry about no crazy retard or none of that.
Yeah.
Male
Yeah.
or female being around my
I ain't
child
playing it either.
because he ain't
Yeah.
going for it.
That's
So even with that being said, I'm like, yeah,
That's
okay,
cool.
that's cool.
Right. Gotcha.
All
Yeah.
right, I got you. You got it.
So let's get into child support because we gotta.
Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
I remember when I was a kid, my daddy used to always say, "I'm paying child support." It was like
Same.
$27 a week, bro. You complaining?
Damn, I wish I could pay that.
What,
27?
dude?
27 a week. Back in the day.
Some people get on
Less than
Facebook and
27,
talk
48,
about
something like that.
how
They getting
much they're
off.
paying child support, and
got a
it'd
lot
be
of
like
kids.
$30 for 5 kids
Huh?
a week.
paying child support for you?
Yeah, he was paying child support for me.
Yeah, all of us.
My grandma.
$27 ain't nothing.
Nothing, bitch.
5 kids, you just got
easy
5
way
kids, and you
out.
just got out of jail though. How that
Right.
feel?
Just think about the pressure that was on him too, though.
Listen, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about child support. I used to think it was based on what you make, but it's actually based on what you gross for the year. Did y'all know that?
No, and I don't care. Just take care of your kids.
It definitely is.
You wouldn't, in my situation, you wouldn't even be on child support or nothing like that if you just take care of your child.
In
Yeah,
some situations.
yep.
But you got the bitter, you got the bitter ones.
You got the bitter ones.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
bitter
say.
But that's why I put the butt in there, Jerry.
Definitely do. You definitely do.
Just tell you, man. It's just, like I said, I'm in a good situation. Like when I was at BMW, she was getting $256 a check every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But I had to get used to that. You know what I'm
One
saying?
child?
But I had to get used to it. But I'm glad that she did that because it really showed me like it really ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because when I quit BMW last year, I got all my time back, and me and her had open line communication. I told her what I was gonna do. Right? She didn't even tell me. She took me out child support. You know what I'm saying?
That's respect.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it just depends on the people and the mindsets in the situation. Like, you really like you can really grow together but still be apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a boundaries. Like, for
That's
real.
a beautiful thing, and it's possible.
Yeah.
It's not like it's impossible
Definitely
for you
possible.
to be cool and work that out and get together and come to an agreement. You know, it's possible. We've had written agreements, get it notarized.
Yeah.
Okay. We've gotten it notarized around here.
Yes.
I'll rip it up in a minute. I'll rip it up. I'm just kidding.
I got a copy.
No.
My boy got a copy. If he military day, he definitely got a copy.
Boy, y'all just pray for me, okay? Just say up a prayer, because I still got a few years left. Okay.
You gonna make me go home and watch Major Payne again?
I'm going home and watch Norbit.
Okay. Do we have anything else? Also, this is what I wanted to say. It does take a village to raise a child. So although we are raising it, doing the best that we can on our own, I would be nothing if my stepsister Kiki, shout out to Kiki, if she did not step up and help me. I call her my stepdaddy for Layla because she really be a whole dad out here sometimes. Shout out to Grandma Pep and Nip. Like, it's a whole crew, you know what I mean? Like, that comes through when they got to pick up kids from school because you at work, or take them to dance class or things like that. So a team of aunties and uncles is necessary.
It's Auntie Jazz.
Okay, it's definitely necessary.
I told my mom I couldn't work my job if she wasn't around, because I work swing shift, so I work days and I work nights.
Yeah.
So me having to take my son back and forth to school, I wouldn't be able to do it. So my mom and my stepdad are taking to school. So
Yeah, shout out to the people that really support our kids.
I got a
for
great
real,
support
for
system.
Because without you, it'd be a little hard
It's
out
a beautiful thing.
And shout out
having
to
us
people
support.
who was the village when we was
For real,
Right.
the village was long. The village
'Cause
just
I
was
think we
long
doing
for
okay.
me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely
We
doing okay.
We not smoking crack. We're
We
okay.
not. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
We survived. We still alive. We ain't in jail. You did good.
Won't he do it?
Shout out to the village that raised me.
Right.
The one
for
in
real.
California and the ones out here.
Shout out to the tribe.
I'm still
Shout out to the
learning.
tribe.
I'm still learning. So.
Yeah, that genuine love, it's real.
Yeah.
For real. Speaking
People
of shout
doing
out to the
stuff.
tribe.
People doing stuff without you telling them, that's genuine. Like,
That's
for
love.
real. Like,
Yeah.
Y'all got that.
Definitely. Like my brothers that ain't even my brothers, y'all. Like, I got some dudes I call my brothers, ain't no blood, but I've been rocking with them for like 10 plus years. And anytime them birthdays pop up, they'll send me cash outs immediately. They always buying them something or doing something. So definitely shout out.
Shout out to
yeah.
the cash out.
That's
Make sure
dope.
y'all put y'all kids' cash outs on Facebook.
Listen,
Because you-
Christmas time, Layla get way more packages to my house from everybody all over. Like, I be like, dang, is nothing's gonna say Rebecca? Y'all just everybody for Layla, huh? So like, they really from 3,000 miles away, they come through for her, and I appreciate that.
Well,
But
thank y'all.
thank you for
This-
tuning
this
in
is
to
dope.
our co-parenting episode. This is our episode 7.
7.
Make sure you sign up for the one-stop twerk shop.
Period. Holla at Mama Mia
You
for
trying to
that.
do
Ayy.
left cheek, right cheek. Shout out to
got you.
1013 Media.
Shout out, shout out.
House. JG and Princess.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Fabulous Princess, because Princess
Because
hair,
she
y'all.
is
yeah.
glowing today,
It
baby.
is okay.
Okay. Her.
Period. Okay. Shout out to Lala. Shout out to Kat. Brooklyn's
Shout
in the
out, y'all.
house.
Brooklyn in the
Yeah.
house.
Harlem. I'm sorry.
New
Harlem.
York, New York.
Harlem. How did y'all get here? Y'all took the 4?
The train. Oh,
Thank
okay.
you, thank you. I appreciate y'all pulling up on us. Subscribe to the tribe.
Subscribe to the tribe.
Jeremy, did you
Won't
have
you come
anything you
by
want
with the
to?
tribe?
Bird, I'm sorry.
Bird.
I know it's killing him every time I say his name. His name is not Jeremy, y'all. I made that name up for him.
Nah, my
but-
name is Jeremy, but most people call me Bird.
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 Nah, I ain't really got.
You have
Nah,
anything you want to promote?
Not call.
nah, I ain't got. nothing.
Okay, so any of his friends that have businesses or anything, he didn't promote y'all. I gave him the opportunity.
He just didn't think of it right now. Dang, big.
Next time.
Prepared.
Next
Next
time.
time.
Yeah, next time. I
I'm just
have
kidding. I'm just
I have
kidding.
a whole bunch
But
of.
thank you. We out.